Welcome back to Wrestling Rants and Reviews. As always, I'm your host, Big Mike, and this is episode 39. During this episode, I'm going to give you another look into my life, or my wrestling life, so to speak, as a fan. Now, as you look around, I don't have a lot of what you guys have. I'm not a fan of collecting figures. I don't have a lot of wall art other than my title over there. The only things I collect for me are wrestling autographs, the pictures I get to take with superstars, and also DVDs. Now, I don't have hundreds of DVDs because I don't like to watch all the pay-per-views. I like documentary type wrestling DVDs or certain pay-per-views or Ring of Honor, because obviously I don't get to see them like I do everything else on TV. So, but I got over 150 DVDs, and they range from Ontario indie wrestling to Chikara to Ring of Honor to TNA to WWE to some obscure stuff like the XWF. What else do I got? Best of Ontario indie wrestlers also. A couple shoot interviews, etc. So, Shimmer I got. What else do I got? XPW, some ECW. But anyways, I have a variety of that. But this is about me, and this is about the things that I collect. You've seen my belt back there every episode, if I'm not in front of it. And you've seen my hat, which is right here, in my prized possessions episode. So now, with time bearing, I might have to do a part 2. Because I have a pile to go through, but I'm going to go through my wrestling autographs. Now, 95 to 98% of these I all got myself. There's a couple that I didn't, and why I didn't get them myself were either they were a gift. I think there was 1 or 2 that may have been a gift, or the other ones I got from a website by accident, and I was lucky enough to be able to keep them. I made an order for some wrestling promos, and I got the wrong order. I said, "Do you want me to send these back?" He's like, "No, keep them." And I was like, "Okay, fucking, all right." And he said, "I'll ship you yours. I'll also ship you yours right now, the ones that you wanted." So anyways, I'll let you, and then there's a story behind every one, but I won't tell you the story. Not because I don't want to, but I'll leave that up to you to put in the comments or to email me or whatever. Which one do you want to know about? But however, I'll let you know which ones were a gift. And I'll let you know which ones I got personally. But because everyone has a story and a meaning. Obviously, because, I met the person either because I waited to get autographs, or I went to a signing, or I was pleasant enough to work with them behind the scenes and in the wrestling business, because that's what I also do. I don't know what you know. I showed you a little bit. I showed you a clip in my Art of Wrestling Managers episode back at episode 30, I believe. So check that out. See me in action, so to speak. I may have only been wrestling as a manager for over a year. But I've been involved in wrestling in Ontario for a little over 4 years, the latter part of 06. But anyways, enough about that. Let's get to the autographs. Alright folks, so here we are. We're on looking at the autographs. First I'll show you my WrestleMania 23 program. This is when I first started getting autographs and marking out, so to speak. A lot of my friends would go to live shows and just hang out outside and wait for autographs. And I never really thought to do it, but it's a very inexpensive way and a good way to get stories and just be a fan. We're all talking about, we shouldn't be marks. You're just a Cena mark, or you're just a mark for this, you're just a mark for that. But you know what, deep down we're all kids still, and we all love what we love. But here we are flipping through, waiting to get to my first autographs that I got in here. There. Don't know how you can see, but there's Edge autograph in the purple and the CM Punk in the blue. right there. Moving on. Sandman, that's an interesting story about him. Quite the character. RVD, right there, on the left. For all of you that do have autographs as well, will recognize some of the signatures, I'm sure. In the back, I got a lot of the divas that weren't in WrestleMania, like Kelly Kelly, right there, actually. Layla, Brooke, Bob, no, not Bobby Lashley. I know he's not a diva, but I forget who else signed. Crystal Marshall. But yeah. So, those were some of my first ones. I do have a Bobby Lashley from in there, but I ripped it out, actually, and you'll see it in a moment. This is my TNA program from last September of 2010. It's not really what I wanted. I should have ordered their promos like I was going to from TNA because they're cheap, but I figured they'd be selling them because I had the VIP package, and I also want VIP to go in the backstage area, as you can see right there. But I really like these promos or programs opposed to WWE ones. But there you go, you can see my AJ Styles autograph. Who else signed that day? I don't know, I really like these programs compared to WWE. Like I said, they're done really nice. There's the Pope, D'Angelo Dinero. Pretty cool guy. Pretty cool guy. EY, he didn't sign, but I have to give props to EY there. Who else? Come on. James Storm. A couple times I met him. He, always a class act. Jeff Jarrett. What else we got here? Kaz. He played the role well. He still played heel, so which is good. Kayfabe. Kurt Angle. One of many Kurt Angles that I have, you'll see. Matt Morgan. There's a story about him from No Surrender in Oshawa. He wasn't so nice. Anderson. Gotta love it. Anderson. But he was cool. Very appreciative of everything. Rhino, the War Machine. Right there. Rob Terry, he's so useless. We got Suicide. That was actually Kiyoshi when he was playing Suicide, and yes, he was. That's a story I can tell. He can tell you how that was. But my friend also had the program open to Kiyoshi, and he was going to get Kiyoshi to sign it, and he was going to. Then he said no. Well, he didn't say no because he didn't want to talk, because he can't. Well, he can, but he was Suicide, and Suicide don't talk. Here we're into the Divas. They got their own section of the program. Did I get Divas to sign on this thing? I think I did. I do. Maybe I didn't, but oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I thought I did. Someone. Brian Hebner. Got him to sign it. Right on. Don West. Good old DW. And a couple promos that I won as well with the VIP, but they didn't get signed. So, just keep it for good safe measures. Okay, now these aren't in any order, because when I got these out, I just grabbed them. So, Chris Masters. We got Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. Al Snow, the Big Mike. Some of these I got signed to me, some of them I didn't. I prefer not to, really. But, whatever. Balls Mahoney. Michelle McCool. She was a freebie. So no story there. Big Show is a freebie. Lance. So I'll let you know which one was a freebie by saying freebie. And what I mean by freebie is when I got it from the site. And then, like I said, if you want a story behind it, I'll tell you. Some of them got a long, lengthy story. Some of them are funny stories. Like JTG and... I don't think you can really tell. I gotta get the light shine on here different. There we go. JTG and Crime Time. These guys are hilarious. Paul London, another great guy. MVP. Cody Rhodes. I was so lucky to get that. Me and my friend Ryan, we were the only ones to get it. Jericho. Good old Mickey. Kelly. Nunzio. Brie Bella. Robbie McAllister. Natalia. I don't know if you can see it, or is it right over her? And Silver. I was almost dying. That's a good story. John Morrison. Right there. Alicia Fox. Ricky. Steamboat again. Well, I guess I shouldn't say again. You didn't see the other one yet. But that's when I met him, obviously. And I shed a tear. I did. Because if you go back and look at my other episode where I talk about favorite wrestlers, he's my all-time favorite. But anyways, there's Maria and Melina. And that's it for that book. So we'll keep moving on. See how fast we can do this. I only got 15 minutes, remember. Plus I got a couple minutes of intro. Bobcat. Cheerleader Melissa Flash, however you want to know her by. Sarah Del Rey. Mephisto. April Hunter and JD Maverick, or JD Michaels even by then, and then he went to JD Maverick. I'm not sure what he's going by now. There he is by himself. I think he's going by Maverick now, that's right. Cody Deaner. Joey Legend. Mikey Mondo, a.k.a. Mikey from Spear Squad. Ricky Reyes. Ring of Honor fame. Textbook Tyson Dukes. Gotta love that guy. Ontario's own. He's been in the X Division and stuff like that. Cups and TNA. Rick Steiner. That one was given to me from a friend. I wasn't able to make the event, and she got it for me. King of Old School, Steve Corino. Ring of Honor fame right there. Now this one was a freebie, and I'm lucky I got it. Glad I got it. Chris Candido. Giant Silver was a freebie. I wouldn't want that one anyways. Michael Elgin of Ring of Honor fame recently. You may have wondered who the other ones were. There was just a couple Ontario independent guys. You guys may not know who they are. So I didn't tell you who they were. What do we got here? Is this empty? I think this one's empty. Hell no, maybe not. What do we got here? Ontario guy. Jamie D, 80, a.k.a. Sorelda when she was with TNA. John Cena Sr. A couple things there. Gavin Spears. He signed it as Sean Spears. So that's that. On to the next one. Hopefully these ones are fuller. Okay, we got Booker T, Sucka, and Sting. Abyss. Jeff Jarrett. Chris Sabin, Curryman. Sheik Abdul Bashir. Jerry Lynn. Bully Ray or Bubba Ray, or whatever you want to call him. Devon. Bubba's a Jerk. Matt Morgan. Consequences Creed. Who is now Wes Archer in FCW for WWE. We got Hector Guerrero, Hernandez, and Homicide.